We started.
Oh no!
Oh hey,
I'm not old enough.
Welcome to the podcast where none of us has ever been to Uvu Jabbar.
Don't even know where that is.
yeah.
Hashtag has never been to Uvu Jabbar.
Never been to Uvu Jabbar.
Alright, sweet. Hey, I'm Rudy.
I'm Zach.
Hi, I'm Matt.
I'm Shane.
Got
Sean.
4/5 of the Thick Hot Boys today.
4 out of 5.
Will Mike ever be on the pod?
The
maybe.
world may never know.
Maybe.
He's like the real celebrity guest.
He lives in Jersey right now, so
It's far.
who knows?
But Jersey's like only one word away from being New York, so it's like super close.
Very close.
Yeah.
Yeah, but New Hampshire's also one word away and like...
Mm-hmm.
That's like
Hampshire's
not
pretty
close
far.
at all.
New Mexico.
Oh, that's like
That's-
not even remotely close.
No, that's around the corner. What are you talking about?
What about Papua New Guinea?
Yeah, that's two, but yeah.
Also right around the corner.
Sorry for the white noise.
Alright!
Alright. On this episode, we're not gonna throw stuff on the ground.
Or talk about cum.
Wait, we can't talk about cum on this episode?
Yeah, I mean, we can, but...
I think we got it all
I
out
think
of our
we got it.
system.
I think we really got it all out.
Yeah.
Half of last podcast was just about that.
Yeah.
And also there was a lot of noises.
Oh damn. Yeah, no.
Here's Matt playing with grip tape.
I'm sorry, I'll stop.
No, I feel like last time just a lot of noises happened because it was just on the table
Mm-hmm.
and we hit the table a lot.
It's a noisy place.
Yeah.
How's my stripe? Is it a good
Ooh.
stripe?
It's a good stripe.
That is
Shane has a really good stripe on his board. You'll see it never.
Yeah, Shane is putting together his new board. New scat board.
First new board since 2013.
And you would know that if you watch the pre-pod, and if you're not watching the pre-pod, then maybe that's a better decision. I don't know.
Yeah, you get to figure out how we panic to make all the topics beforehand. It's always stressful.
I'm highly stressed all the time here at...
Now, do you think they relisted Pluto as a dwarf planet because it got colonized by dwarves?
I think that's the most reasonable assumption.
Like space dwarves?
Yeah.
And space Middle Earth?
Are you talking about like space? Oh wait, you don't like superheroes, so you wouldn't know. But in the Avengers
I'm not
films,
talking
there's
about,
space. The dwarves are like actually really big.
Ooh. Like, I'm not talking about like dwarves, like people. I'm talking about like dwarves. Like Lord of the Rings type shit. D&D type shit. Like
Dwarves.
fantastical dwarves.
Yeah.
Little guys.
Yeah.
And they're all related and shit.
Yeah.
You got like 100 cousins.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck.
Good input.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know too much about dwarves.
Dwarves are short. They mine a lot.
Stocky.
Got beards.
Thick.
Drink a lot of beer.
Like
And
so thick.
and eat meat.
Mm-hmm.
Real rowdy.
Depending.
How closely related are they to hobbits? Because
not-
hobbits also
not
drink
related.
beer
Not
and
related at all.
eat meat,
Like literally not related
and,
at all. Like not
smoke
even,
pipe weed. Do
no.
dwarves smoke their pipe weed?
No, they're like literally
Maybe.
not even related in the slightest.
Damn.
They are
I'm pretty
descendant
sure
of
they
two-
both smoke.
Yeah, they're descendant from two completely different, or at least in the Lord of the Rings. They're
If you
descendant from two
watch
very
the extended
distinct-
version of Lord of the Rings, Merry and Pip are just smoking like in
like
every deleted
mad
scene.
weed.
They're token.
They're token.
Oh,
sick pun, dude.
And even like fucking Saruman to Gandalf is like, yo, you've been smoking with the hobbits too much, and he's like, nah, dude.
Yeah, he's like, nah.
I mean, you're right, but nah.
Don't bugger on my weed, Saruman.
I mean, don't fall off that building again, why don't you, bitch? I don't know,
Douche.
fucking doofus. You're gonna die in episode 2
Yeah.
or movie 2.
That's
Spoiler alert.
Episode 2, yeah.
Spoilers on the book that came out 100 years ago. Sorry.
Actually, literally, I think close to 100 years ago.
Yeah. Oops.
And I
And
fucking
the movies
oops.
that came out 15 years ago. So.
Oh wow, there's the skunk fight.
Yeah. All right. We'll skip to the skunk fight real quick. So me and Matt were waiting in the driveway, and I'm just looking out the window, real dark. I see
So
something
dark.
like slowly scurrying across the lawn. It's a skunk. We've had almost skunk interactions before walking down your block.
Yeah.
But then we saw a skunk, and then we saw it walking towards a cat. And then we were like, oh man, is there going to be a skunk cat fight? And then we saw another skunk coming out like from the other direction, and that cat was just cornered. but
Like so good. He was back to the fence, skunks on both sides. Like it was wild.
but cat ran away, skunk scurried off. Everything was good. No one got sprayed.
Gang violence in this town is really a rough thing.
It was intense though.
Mm-hmm. Skunk's wild.
Skunks are wild. And like we popped on the headlights because it was like dark and spooky, and just like
Bam.
boom, just all this shit just started going down.
Scurrying skunks.
Scurrying skunks, spooky cats,
Mm-hmm.
fucking wild shit, if you ask me.
Fucking skunks.
Speaking of skunks, let's talk about this pizza.
Oh,
Good
Yeah.
transition.
Classic.
Wisconsin 6
We
cheese
got
on
the
deck.
Wisconsin 6 cheese. It's got
6 cheeses.
mozzarella, cheddar, feta, Asiago, Parmigiana, Provolana.
That's 6.
Yep,
Yep, that's 6.
that's all we got.
That's
Really a great assortment of cheeses.
Just tastes like a cheese pizza, but
Yeah.
But with like a
with 6
fla-
cheeses.
It's like flavor boosted.
shout out
It's
to
like an
pizza.
army of cheese.
Yeah.
It's like there's just regular cheese goldfish, and then there's regular cheese flavor blasted goldfish.
Yeah.
Oh,
This is like a flavor blasted cheese pizza.
I would agree with that, yeah.
was-
I think it's a good pizza. It's just like literally none of these cheeses are from Wisconsin other than cheddar.
Damn.
Well, this pizza's from Wisconsin. That's what you're
Oh,
missing. They mailed it
oh.
in. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, what else are they gonna do in Wisconsin besides make cheese?
Yeah.
It's America. There has to be one state that's famous for cheese.
Yeah.
Like there's one state that's famous for potatoes. Like you just run out of shit. Like
Yeah.
you got Empire State and like all these crazy states, and it's like a cheese state, potato state, corn state.
There's a nutmeg state.
state?
Connecticut is the nutmeg state.
They don't even. Can they grow nutmeg there?
Yeah. It's the nutmeg state.
Bees state.
That's
There's the
ridiculous.
every state is the bee state. They're taking
I have an important point about Wisconsin.
over.
I went to Milwaukee, and
Is that Milwaukee's in Wisconsin?
Yeah.
Well, I
You
know
ever been to the
nothing
Mall of
about
America,
anywhere.
Shane?
No, in Minnesota now. I've been to like a ghost town in Minnesota. But anyway, in Milwaukee, where a lot of beer is from, PBR is
Yeah.
from Milwaukee.
So much beer.
I had a fresh PBR in Milwaukee, and it was the best PBR I've ever had.
Well,
It was
PBR
so
isn't that
fresh.
good, so I could imagine.
Well, let me tell you. I had a PBR, and it was like luxury PBR.
That's kind of awesome. Cause like I do love PBR. Like as not good as it is, I do love PBR. So
It's
that's
a
pretty
good
dope.
cheap beer.
No, it is. It's definitely one of the higher tier
Y'all tried the,
shit
the new
beers.
PBRs?
The PBR coffee.
They've got the
No.
coffee, which I don't really want to try.
I want to try it.
I want to try it just as
It's
make
there's
an assessment.
caffeine and a beer in there. I want to die. I want my heart to
It's
explode.
like PBR's coffee for Loco.
It's
like a
literally
One Loco.
it's a PBR speedball.
Interesting. I mean, they made like their own light version, but I want to try the PBR Extra.
Yeah.
Which is
Is that the new one you're talking about?
that's another. I mean,
Oh.
all of those are new. They just
So
came out with
So what's the new one you're talking about?
all of them.
No, but like specifically, was there one? Like,
No,
just like
that,
there's
that
just
was
like,
a general statement.
okay.
The same.
All
There's
the
the
new
coffee one, the light one, and the extra one.
Nice. So
They just got their variety.
What's
down.
the extra one? Is it like extra
It's
percentage?
the alcohol
extra-
content?
yeah,
Okay,
it's like the
6.5.
natty ice. I like ice is like twice as much alcohol as the regular natty.
It's
So
6.5.
it's like 8. Oh, it's 6.5. Okay.
Yeah.
Yard.
That's not twice as much. I think.
No, I don't mean too
Oh, okay.
twice. I mean
Gotcha.
natty ice is like close to 7%. I think. Which I'm not saying.
Oh,
It's like 6.9. Yeah, 69 jokes. You know it's real. We out here on the pod.
All right. So
we have her on the pod with Jesus. So yeah, good,
Jesus.
good pizza.
where do we rank it?
Like
It's kind of just like a regular pizza. Like it's like definitely better than other ones, but it's like mostly just a regular pizza though. So it's not like
for me,
Right.
it definitely doesn't top the extravaganza,
Mhm.
Philly cheese, or even the Hawaiian.
Yeah.
I don't know about the pizza though.
Hmm.
I think it just kind of tops just regular Domino's pizza.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like I would get this over
That was first.
regular za.
yeah, like it's a little extra, but I don't know. What do you think, Rudy?
I don't
Better
know.
or worse than the pizza?
That's hard because I mean, like,
Like pizza, like I like the toppings, but I was a little disappointed by the pizza.
yeah, I felt weird
Me
about
too,
the
I was
pizza. Like certain
disappointed.
slices, I was like, there's way too little meat on this for it to be a pizza. making it a good slice, but like also then like when I had like the proper amount of pizza or like meat on my slice, like it felt like, damn, this is way too much meat, and exactly what I expect, but I don't like this.
I thought like the pizza should have just been meat fucking mountain.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was
Exactly.
gonna have
Should've
like
been-
just a layer of meat instead of cheese.
I want a whole fucking brisket on that shit.
I would have actually liked that.
Brisket.
Yeah, I don't know. I think
also-
the Wisconsin 6 cheese is better than the pizza.
It's easier
So
to
Zach is
enjoy,
currently
for
like
sure.
giving me a wedgie with pliers, and I just want all of you beautiful listeners to know that this is happening.
If you hear giggling, it's usually because me and Matt are
playing with each
playing.
other.
We're just playing.
Booty holes.
We're playing.
Oh
Sometimes you gotta do stuff with your hands on this
Cool sticker.
pod.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like kind of weird to
I
just talk.
don't know what to do with my hands ever. Just
Put them.
put them. Yeah.
Put your hands.
Shout out to Pudd'em.
Speaking of put 'em, I like to put salami in my mouth, so let's talk about salami.
Hey, shout out to
Ooh,
Salami.
we're doing great with
Salami.
transitions today.
Salami.
I feel like all these just go together though. Like
Yeah.
broke down prosciutto
Deli meats.
and just deli meats. We can just talk deli meats.
Yeah, let's just talk shop on deli meats.
Y'all ever work in a deli?
Hell no.
I worked in a pizzeria, which has similar vibes to a deli, but definitely not a deli.
I worked in 2 delis. One was just like a regular grocery store deli. One was
What, can you-
bougie. It wasn't even a deli. It was a charcuterie.
I don't know what the
What?
fuck that means.
That's just like where you would go to get like good
I thought you
prosciutto
worked
or
at
like
a-
dried
are you
meats.
saying shark cutlery?
No, charcuterie.
I thought it was a
I think shark cutlery is a very niche field there.
What is charcuterie?
It's just like cutlery for sharks. So
Oh,
yeah. We
yeah.
just cut up some sharks. Wait, are you talking about the place you work in Beacon?
Yeah,
I thought
yeah.
it was a bakery.
No, it was a cheese and charcuterie shop.
Oh,
Oh,
is
yeah.
that,
I remember
Slash
the
cafe,
cheese.
slash
Cheese.
like sometimes bakery.
Cheese house.
Yeah.
And
Are
then
you saying we should
other?
go
Are you
there?
talking about ShopRite? I thought you
I
worked,
do not recommend
Didn't you work
going
seafood at ShopRite?
there. I work seafood at ShopRite, but then at a certain point they were like, hey, we need more people for the deli because it's an awful place to work. and
Hey,
we
can
can't
you
keep...
just put this lobster between like 2 pieces of cheese?
Basically.
Did anybody like ask to kill the lobsters themselves, or like or ask for a live lobster?
I want to watch my lobster die.
Yeah,
Are
I
you
mean,
allowed
like,
to get them live?
yeah,
Oh.
absolutely. Yeah, like,
As much of an eco-friendly person Rudy is, Rudy's killed so many
He
lobsters.
literally was going to
Biggest hypocrite
to
of
eco-activist
the
meetings
decade.
while on the side murdering lobsters for capital.
I think
I just want you to think. I just
Before.
want you to think about that.
yeah.
I want you to think about that a little bit, Mister. Oh, I love the environment so much, and I hate capitalism. Literally murdering the environment in exchange for money.
You ever see anyone buy a whole wheel of cheese though?
Yeah.
At the deli?
I never saw that, but
You think you could eat a wheel of cheese in a day?
We could.
oh my god.
I mean, maybe not anymore. In our prime.
That would be like a radioactive poop.
Yeah, I would shit so much.
I love cheese though.
I would
I've
be
always,
gassy
I've always
for,
wanted a wheel.
like,
They're just
8
so
days.
expensive.
So I want to like get the cheese that I was eating there for free, like while I was working there more. But like I also don't really ever want to go to that place again because reasons.
True.
Yeah, but my friends used to dumpster some of my favorite cheese out in California in
Cream
Humboldt County. But
cheese.
then they started to lock the dumpster.
Damn.
So yeah, and like I guess it was kind of hard to bolt cut it sometimes. So
Salami.
yeah.
One time I
shit.
watched a whole arc of One Piece while Matt just got high and ate a whole sleeve of salami on the couch. We just spent hours. I was just watching the
That's
whole.
like an overbearing amount of salt.
I just watched the whole
It
Barrett
is
arc from beginning
so
to end while Matt was
good.
just sitting there, just
Yeah.
eating mad salami. It wasn't even your salami; it was your
Nah,
roommate's.
I found one. I don't even know if it was. I just found salami in the fridge, and I decided that if it wasn't mine, that just doesn't make sense because I love salami the most.
So why would anybody else have
why
salami
would
in this house?
Anyone else have salami? Fuck that. Was
That-
that when I was living with Evan?
Yes,
That was
very
logical.
circle.
That was most likely my salami.
It was just great.
I just probably didn't remember.
You just didn't move, just wolfing down the salami.
Yeah.
I'm just sitting there. I didn't move. Had to binge my anime.
Yeah, it was great.
Good times.
It was pretty tight before the last podcast. Me and you were eating salami, some cheese.
Oh yeah. Well, we're having some super sad, some
yeah.
delicious cured
Mozzarella,
salami
prosciutto.
with some mozzarella.
A little bit of
It was a lovely date. We cracked open a lovely can of Busch Light.
I was drinking seltzer at the time. I had a week of sobriety.
Yeah, I did not. I don't believe in sobriety.
I think about
I'm morally against it.
nothing.
I want my brain to shut off, so I continue to drink until that happens.
You guys should come over. I got some like Arthur Avenue super sad and
Ooh.
salami.
Oh my god, I
Nice.
just
Salam.
Well, I just came. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
Come over.
Let's
Hell
do
yeah.
it.
I
Come
would
over and
love
eat
to.
We'll record a pod and eat it. Make
Yeah,
some salam.
we gotta record a pod at the Scarazini.
Word.
We could also report a pod. Like, we could go find podcasts to report to the authorities. We can make a podcast about reporting podcasts.
Port a podcast.
Port
It
a
could be a
podcast.
podcast we record in the porta potty.
I like these ideas. We have some really good ideas going.
We should sell these. Sell these ideas.
We should become podcast consultants.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
We should just buy up the market.
Yeah, let's just get every
Let's buy
possible
every domain
podcast.
name.
Yeah.
I think iHeartRadio is already doing
Yo.
that.
Any of you have?
Hey, iHeartRadio, if you want to pay us to make this podcast, I
I
will
will-
gladly sell out.
iHeartRadio, I will not because you are actually just Clear Channel that rebranded and fuck Clear Channel, fuck World Trade.
I mean, yeah, same. But, like,
Does any of the listeners have a spare, say, $2,500? You
Or
can.
$25,000, either one.
Well, I specifically need $2,500 for Kazookle.com. But, and if you have that, you can just own the podcast.
Yeah, this is
we'll
all-
still make it, but
Yeah,
it'll
this
just
is
be
yours.
sponsored by you specifically
Yeah.
forever.
No matter what happens, no matter if we tank, if we get famous, this is your pod.
Because Kazookle.net just doesn't hit quite well.
yeah, that's real.
Yeah.
Hey, if anybody has, like, $1,000, like, I'm having some hard times.
Does anybody...
I need your help.
Can anybody fight Twitter for me? Because, like, I'm trying to get at Kazookle instead of @_Kazookle. And that account has been suspended for, like, 10 years.
You gotta help us out here, man.
I've tried messaging them, and they don't give a fuck.
Oh, I need some blood to go to my feet.
Twitter support.
Twitter support.
Give me the name I want.
Hear us out.
Gimme. Verify me.
Me and needing a lot now.
Give me a little verify.
Give me like a half a check.
Yeah. Give me like an X and a bubble.
Yeah.
Like anti-verify.
Yeah.
Just
This guy's not
like you don't want to look at this guy's tweets.
He's so unverified.
Unverified, unbearable, unfunny. Shane's taking his pants off.
Yeah, it's the only way I can do this.
Mm-hmm.
I've actually never set up a board with my pants on.
Really?
That's not true. I mostly set up my boards at the skate park in the cold.
I hope to never assemble a board with my pants on ever again.
Now you have to do it every time. Any more hot takes on deli meats? Salams?
Besides my father being a hired gun in exchange for deli meats, I think we don't have much else to talk about.
Okay.
Well, I saw this weird deli. I forgot what it's called. It was like this Polish deli, and there was this deli meat that was made entirely out of tongues.
Huh.
Like
That
you take a slice and it's just like
sounds
Mm.
good.
the cross section of like 60 tongues.
You guys like bologna?
I like bologna.
I used to
Okay.
like bologna, and I just don't even know what I feel about bologna.
I like
don't know.
good bologna, like
I haven't had
deli
bologna
bologna.
Yeah,
in a
real
while,
bologna.
so I can't really give a hot take. But I don't like bologna. Until I've had some new bologna, I don't like bologna.
Bologna is for people who want hot dogs, but also like pancakes.
It's like a
This is true.
flat, circular hot dog. Mystery meat hot dog.
There's one last thing I want to say about deli meats.
Sausage is just raw beef in a condom wrapper.
And
Or a
it's
condom.
fucking delicious.
And it's awesome.
When I was working at the ShopRite deli, there was literally this one like loaf of gelatin filled with like it looked like just chunks of meat. And why?
I want that.
What?
Whatever that
What?
is.
What was it?
It was like a loaf of gelatin filled with like chunks of meat. And
Ooh,
I don't
want-
understand.
I don't want that.
No, I want that.
I don't.
I want to throw it
You're
at
gonna,
someone.
you're gonna take me to ShopRite and get me that. Well, I'm gonna get that, but you're gonna show me where to find it.
I wish I remembered what it was, but so I could tell y'all to go Google it. Pause the podcast and go Google gelatin filled with
Meat.
chunks of meat. But
It's like a
why?
dessert casserole. Of
It's
meat goo.
like a fruit cake, but a meat cake. I don't know. I just like
Bread cake.
remembered that and like it was buried in my memories pretty far down there, and I'm just a little bit haunted by it.
It's okay. We ripped it back out.
Hot dog casserole.
Sometimes this podcast feels like therapy.
No, it's more like it's like the opposite. It's like bringing up all your old traumas and then just like not like
Skating right over them.
just like making them worse.
That's not what you're supposed to do in a therapy? Because maybe that's why I didn't
Did
like
you just
it.
put a condom on your empty Bud Light lime can?
No.
Oh, I was about to do that.
Why?
I was
Great minds.
Wait, hang
I didn't
on.
even see you do
Where'd
that.
my
That was-
condoms go?
That was my thought.
I don't know. You just threw a bunch.
You said you didn't want the condoms.
No, and I want to play with
The
them.
only thing you can do with lifestyle condoms is play with them.
Yeah.
I
I have like. Was anybody Rudy? Were you there that one time we played with condoms in my gourmet apartment? And we put hot dogs and peanuts in them. And me and Brian boiled hot dogs in condoms.
I wasn't there for that, but I saw the pictures, and then I was like at your apartment like a few days later or something, and saw the you put the hot dog and the condom inside of the wireframe deer, I think.
Yeah. So like
It's a lot of
we
cool
put
objects.
we blew up condoms, put hot dogs in them, then we boiled them in water, and they actually cooked. And then we just like blew up more condoms, put hot dogs in them, flung them around. And then we also blew them up, put peanuts in them, and when you shake it, it's kind of like an instrument. It's like a peanut condom thing.
Do you guys remember the Hindenburg?
Yeah.
I wasn't around for it, but I heard it was a pretty devastating
Pretty
thing.
late time, if you ask me.
Send us money, we'll send you beer cans and condoms.
Send us money and we'll stop doing this.
We'll stop everything.
If you
you're
give me
doing.
$1 million, I'll stop.
Just stop life.
Yeah. Oh, yo, if you want to pay me to kill myself, I have a lot of debt that my parents don't want. So like, help them out.
Help a mom out.
Oh, do you got them student loans?
Oh yeah, baby. This is really hard because it's so slippery. Just so you know, Pod, I am trying to tie my condom balloon. It's
So lubricated.
so
lubey.
lubricated.
You know what's funny? I remember when we were like 13, we went to Stewart's and bought some condoms. And the ladies behind the counter were like, "Why are these 13-year-olds buying condoms? They're not going to use them." And then the other lady was like, "Yeah, they're probably just going to fill them up with water and throw them at each other." And I was just like, "No!" And then that's what we did.
How'd they know?
Yeah. No, Shane, I remember one time we went in like 8th or 9th grade, and we went to, I think, Sunoco. Like, you went to the dude and you were like, "Yeah, can I get the pleasure pack?" He couldn't hear you, and he was like, "What?" And you're like, "Can I get the pleasure pack?" And he was like, "What?" And you're like, "Can I get the pleasure pack?" And he was like, "Oh, okay." You just like had to scream it.
Oh my god!
Whoa!
Guys, the condom balloon is floating! Oh god, I wish you could see this.
If only you could see this
Oh,
pod,
this is
but
beautiful.
the big condom that blew up.
The
is
big
just-
condom in the sky. It's like
It's-
that Pink Floyd song.
It's stuck to the ceiling. How are we ever gonna get it down?
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
not
you-
like these,
You remember
these
when
ceilings
Pink
are
Floyd
super
sang
low.
about condoms in the sky? I do.
That's my favorite album.
My skate tool
Wow.
was covered in lube.
Is this art?
This is the only art I've ever known.
R.I.P. or anti-fallen soldier.
You should definitely get that
Our
on the
risen
Twitter
soldier.
pod or on the pod's Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll post an update when it falls.
Are we gonna start putting stuff in your ceiling again?
I guess so.
We're gonna melt cookies and stick them up. Well, we've been doing things and stuff.
Oh, we got thrown out of Stewart's one time because I grabbed a box of condoms and then I decided I didn't have enough cash to buy them, so I just left them in the candy aisle. And then the one like Grinch who worked at Stewart's was like, "Who the fuck left the condoms on the candy? Get the fuck out, all you fucking kids!" And threw us out. It was awesome.
I remember one time we were in CVS and our friend Chet was trying to like steal a big box, and then ended up getting like caught. Like somebody working there was like, "Hey, what are you doing?" He was like, "Fuck you!" And just ripped the box open and just threw them everywhere and started running out of the store. Classic.
Oh, I want to go.
That is Chet right there.
Yeah.
That story.
There was the one time he went into Sunoco shirtless, pulled his like shorts all the way up like to his nipples, and then just walked into the freezer.
I wasn't there.
And then he came out, walked out, and like the people working there weren't even mad. They were just like laughing, like, "What's up with this dude?" And we were like, "I don't know, man."
You know, working at a gas station in a high school town has got to be something.
Yeah, all us goofy teens just going in doing fuck shit.
Doing real silly stuff.
Really, really silly stuff. Fuck.
Like throwing tampons at each other.
Mm.
Actually, the first time I
The
hung out with
tam
you
plan.
guys. The tam plan. We had so many tam plans. The first time I hung out with you guys, me and Chet threw a tampon soaked in puddle water at each other for like 20 minutes.
The first time I met Nick, we did the tam. I think we did the tam
Yeah,
plan.
the tam plan. So we.
I think there's probably still tampons on the roof of the trees.
Yeah, there probably are. So when I was in college, we had these things called it's called hot cash. Basically, just like my meal plan.
It's just college money.
It's college money, but I had a shit ton left at the end of the semester, and like it's like use it or lose it type deal. So Zach came to visit me, and so we went and bought like a bunch of energy drinks, a bunch of tampons, a bunch of baby powder, a bunch of icy
This
hot.
was like many times.
Yeah, there were-
like
there
every
were
time
multiple
every
times.
time I came, we just decided to buy something else.
Yeah.
But there was that one time we bought like 30 energy drinks. I just had a duffel bag. It was great. But yeah, the tam plan was a good one. I really
Yeah,
like
that was
the baby powder one
And the
where
fan.
we just took a fan and just poured a bunch of baby powder into it and went everywhere.
And everyone was really sad at us because like this is probably not healthy. And
Honestly,
I was like,
most people were like laughing. I think only 2 people were sad.
Yeah, Scarfo he was like, "What the fuck? This is gonna give us cancer."
I think Scarfo and Aiden were the only people
Yeah.
that were mad.
I was
Everyone
like,
else was like,
Scarfo smoked cigarettes in his room and was like, "You're gonna give me cancer from your baby powder." And I was like, "I hope the fuck so, dude."
and then there was the icy hot.
Then,
Good times.
Oh man.
Woo! Are we still on deli meat?
I think that was the last. That was the last thing we were on.
Ever have a
So
hot
nice
dog?
segue
Into
into dogs and shits.
what were we talking about? Weird dogs, weird shits, weird dogs taking shits.
Weird dogs taking weird
I don't know,
shits.
Rudy, you were
So,
just walking a dog.
Yeah. I was. I'm walking my my aunt's dogs and or my aunt's dog, just one dog, and you know, he had like a weird poop where it was like a hair was coming out of like his butt, and like I don't know what he ate that like was so fibrous.
Right,
And it kind of got stuck in his butt, and like I had to like kind of like just grab a leaf because I didn't bring any napkins because I figured he was gonna take some clean poops,
Oh god, I got.
and I kind of had to like
You put that lube in your mouth.
I just like pull that hair out of his butt.
Did you think?
Did you have to
Shitty
pull the
hair.
tapeworm out of his ass?
Yeah.
As Serge Tankin would want us to do.
Is dog hair poop buttholes like what you wanted to talk about on this podcast?
I did not come up with this idea. Shane was the one who came up with this topic.
Yeah, now that I think about it, do I have
So
any-
wait, hang on. Did you actually listen to me and yank? You did. You yanked the shit out of its butt.
Oh yeah,
Just like I said.
I did watch. Rudy just went straight in there, with like with nothing protecting but a leaf.
You should have just scared it.
Scared.
Scared it
It's
into
like, yo, I'm gonna
shit.
get that shit out one way or another.
I've
Oh,
taken
yeah.
a couple fear shits, so
Listen,
it
I would
works.
die for this dog. So like, you know, if I've got to pull a shit hair out of its ass, like I'll do it.
Yes, sticker.
Stickies. Sticky. What are you doing? I'm gonna help. What are you doing?
Put bearings in his wheels.
Wheels.
I was gonna say, Shane, give me one. I got you.
Any more hot takes on shits and dogs?
I like dogs.
Usually
Pretty
do the
lukewarm
hand thing.
take, but I like dogs.
So I usually just grab a bearing and just kind of do that, and then.
Oh, that's one way to do it.
Smart.
If you hear weird like groaning sounds, it's because we're putting bearings in wheels right now.
I'll just let you do it your way. I'll get this one in.
Ah, I want the thick high voice to take.
Woo! Let's move on
You can
to.
keep talking, Rudy, if you want to.
I don't know. I didn't really have too much to say
We
about
did kinda
dogs
have
and
just a
shits.
lull.
I just got this topic forced upon me.
Yeah, that's fair.
So,
Wait.
I don't know. One time my sister's dog got covered in shit. Because you know, it was a puppy. Probably shouldn't have been left alone as long as it was, and it just got covered in shit because it freaked out in its cage, in its little puppy cage, and.
And moving on away from talking about dog shit.
You probably want to get this
Fair.
in a little bit more.
Very
Yeah,
fair.
I don't think mine's in super old.
We're going to
or-
stories about not dogs and shit.
Stories!
Um,
Zach, tell us your stories.
so, a couple things happened last week. I went to my first escape room. That's pretty cool. Y'all ever been to an escape
thanks.
room?
Mm-mm.
I've only done one like a board game, which is like it's fun, but it's not a room. It's more like an escape game.
Right.
But no, escape rooms are dope. This one we went to was cool. A little sketched out at first because just like this weird building in Jersey, kind of in the middle of nowhere. Didn't really have like a. I don't know. It looked sketchy. It had
My
it just
kind
like
of
had a
place.
banner that like said what it was, and it was like right up on MySpace, and I was like, what?
You think like people have escape rooms that are actually just like places where they kill you? Like
Yeah, no, I was,
they're
like,
like,
I was,
"Ooh,
ta-
you
I was
can't get
talking
outta
about
here."
this, and I was like, I'm just gonna make an escape room where I just lock people in a house, and they just have to find a way out. There's no clues or games. You just have to get out. But no, this was cool. The one we did was like spooky horror themed. So we start off blindfolded, and they lead us into a room, and we all got put in individual cells with like shackles on. And that's how it started. Yeah, eventually we got out of them. And like did the whole room and everything. That was cool, but just like taking the blindfold off and just being shackled in the cell, I was like, all right, is this it? Do I just get to stay in here for an hour? Cool. It's life, jail, but not fun shit. We finished it with like 5-ish minutes to spare, so good time.
nice.
And
Is that a new record? Do they keep like? Do they have like a leaderboard?
I don't know, but I think that was like the second hardest one there, so I'm definitely trying to go back to the hardest one. Escape rooms are fun. You should do them. Hey, listeners, you ever done an escape room? Tell me.
Tell me about it.
Tell
Yeah, I
me
would like
about
to do one. They get one in downtown Nashville.
Yeah, let's just take a quick detour there and do it.
We'll just swing over to Nashville.
Well, y'all
Rudy.
guys.
Just imagine just going in to
Every
that
time
one.
we talk about swinging to someplace really far away, we're attacking you.
I understand.
Alright, good.
That's fine.
We could just
want you to
swing
know.
out to
I just
fucking
like
Mardi
that.
Gras.
I just like that.
I just
That y'all are
took a silent
referencing
fart.
something stupid I've said.
Yeah, of course.
It makes me feel needed and welcome.
Loved and wanted.
Yeah, loved and wanted. That's one.
Just like everything that's happened to me has just become a meme for all of my friends.
True.
A little bit.
Hello, Mr. Obama.
Hello, Mr. Obama.
Um,
Woo, that's a wheel. And then the other thing that happened, you guys ever like see or hear anybody getting their like hand or arm ripped off?
Well, I didn't see it, but right before I started working at Home Depot, the assistant manager got her hand ripped off by the lumbergate.
Like her whole
He
hand?
just like half of her hand
Oh,
literally just
shit.
got ripped off.
Oh, that sucks.
That's not funny, but I'm gonna laugh about it because
It's fucked.
it's fucked.
that's how you deal with pain sometimes.
Yeah, but at my store, the bathrooms are always messed up because I don't know, they're just fucked up, and I'm also assuming so many people work there. I'm sure just some people flush dumb shit down the toilet.
And
shits. Yeah, that. Lots of toilet paper. Also, ladies, don't flush your feminine products. Like, there are grown-ass women that work at my store, and they just flush that shit down.
That's no bueno.
Why would you flush something that absorbs liquid down a toilet? You doofus. You idiot. You fuck. You crumb of a person.
We just want you to know this is not an anti-woman podcast, and we support you. Just
it's an
please,
anti-flushing
just
shit
don't-
down the toilet. I hate
Don't
shit.
flush your tampons down the toilet. It's just generally a bad idea.
Toilets are for pee-pee and poo-poo
thank
and throw
you,
up.
Thank you for your consideration.
And to be
we
fair,
love you.
Men and non-binary people do that shit too.
Right, yeah. Pretty
Yeah.
much anyone with
I don't flush my mampons.
That menstruates.
You know, yeah,
Just
anyone
don't
that's
do that.
menstruating, do not... Just
Listen,
please.
ladies, guys bleed from their butthole and pee-pees. We just don't tell you about
We
it.
don't tell. We just don't ever. It's actually a very well guarded secret. So, all right. Back
What do
to
you think
some-
Q-tips are for? Not your ears, not your keyboard. They go somewhere else.
Somewhere much darker and scarier.
Yeah. They just don't write it on the box because it's too deep and dark.
I don't want to answer this, but you ever stick up anything up your pee hole?
Nope.
Just an
We're
ex-girlfriend's tongue ring.
we're gonna nick that one right in the bud.
Thanks.
You never like get your.
I think I said that wrong. I think it's nip that in the bud. But whatever. Either way, I've seen kids in the sandbox. I don't want to fucking talk about it.
You never seen like.
Stop it.
You never.
Stop it.
You never got your
Stop
D.
it.
You never got your D.
Stop it.
S'd
I want
by
to know.
someone with a tongue ring.
I've
And
never
the tip-
gotten my DS.
And the tip goes in and feels real good.
I've never gotten my DS.
You ever stick
You don't-
a,
I didn't have a DS.
You don't
Mom
have a
wouldn't let me
Nintendo
play
DS?
with the DS.
you ever stick a pine needle up your pee hole?
Please, can we stop? I am very open about many things. I think all kinks, to a degree, are wonderful. Everyone should enjoy. Consenting adults can do whatever they want.
You know,
Find
like,
your pleasures. Just nothing about things
you know, like
in
those,
my dick hole.
You know, like those
I feel like you're
Legos.
king shaming.
You know, like the flat Legos, like not the blocks,
No.
but the flat ones.
Nope,
the
never
ones that are,
seen
the ones
them.
that are only like
Yeah,
one
I
or
know.
two.
I know what you're talking about. Never seen them before in my life. I've never. Nope. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it.
Q-tips.
So,
You know, like when you go to the doctor.
Never been to one.
Me either.
You
So,
know, like when you get like a.
any more stories?
Yeah, you never finish your story, Zach. Why don't you finish your story?
Oh, right.
Yeah, let's finish the story.
Yeah.
Story
So,
time. All
crazy
right.
story.
Woo.
The
There's something about a bathroom in your place? In your,
yeah.
The bathrooms are always janked up, yeah.
Yeah, bathrooms always janked up because people are just sticking Q-tips up their dicks.
Really?
No, but so yeah, toilets get fucking clogged and fucked up all the time. So we always have plumbers and shit. So the other day there was like some plumbers in one of the bathrooms. I guess I'm not too familiar with plumbing tools, but I think it was just the snake that they were putting down the pipe.
Could be an auger.
Yeah,
That's
something.
basically a big snake.
Something. So like the one dude was like putting it through, and the other guy was like spinning the thing. Then all of a sudden, dude just starts screaming, like primal screaming, like he's getting fucking mauled by a bear or he's getting his arm ripped off. He's like, "Ah! Ah!" Like turn it off, put it in reverse, turn it off.
Put it in
Like,
reverse,
and
dude.
he's literally screaming at the top of his lungs. Like people in the break room could hear that shit. I was right there in the back, like next to it, so I just look at one of my coworkers, like, oh god, is this guy dying? Like, did his hand get stepped in? Is he just gonna be dead? Is he gonna pull out a no hand? But I mean, eventually, like, he pulled it out. But they turned this machine off. He was wearing gloves, and like his hand was all there, and I was like, damn, dude, like, why are you screaming so loud? Your hand didn't even get ripped off. He was like, oh, that fucking hurt. But like, literally at first, I was like, oh, he's dead or lost his arm or some shit. But it's never great to just hear a grown man screaming at the top of his lungs,
Yeah.
right near you, because usually it's a murder.
Yeah.
At least half the time it's a
Yeah,
murder.
but I'm glad there was no hand that was just alone there.
Wait, so what happened that he was screaming?
I guess he got his hand stuck in the snake or like whatever tool they were using. Because like one dude was like spinning it and the other dude was pulling it. And I don't even know what happened. Honestly, if there was just like a hand in the bathroom, like a human hand, I might have to pick it.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah,
Like,
that
how-
shit in a jar of formaldehyde.
Like, how often do you just get to
I mean, how can you pass up a free meal, you know?
Exactly.
free hand? Trophies. And on this awkward transition, we're gonna transition to awkward. Awk.
Okay, I
For
thought
awkward,
that's what
for
that was on
awkward
there.
stories.
Oh
Y'all got-
yeah, our most awkward memories.
Y'all got some awkward stories?
All right,
I got
so
some that are too awkward that I'm not gonna
I'm
say.
gonna bring up the thing that literally haunts my every waking moment, and the thing that.
I thought you
wants to-
weren't gonna talk
No,
about it.
I'm gonna talk about it because I think this might
I'm
be
saying it.
this might be cathartic for me. It's probably really not that bad in retrospect. It just makes me want to fucking kill myself, like most things do. But here we go. So when I was a young lad in college, I had a roommate that was a girl, and she had friends that were girls. That was Jody. Okay. So Jody, hey Jody, if you ever hear this, you know this. Just know that it makes me want to kill myself. You probably already know what I'm talking about. Jody brought over some of her friends, and one of her friends wanted to have sex with my beautiful, gorgeous best friend, roommate, and friend, Evan. And the other one decided for some really stupid reason that she wanted to have sex with me. Me, at the time, I was still, fairly new to talking to people.
Sorry.
And so I was very awkward, and I didn't really know how
Still
to
is.
handle the situation. I'm a little bit better now. And so, I just basically made a complete awkward fool of myself.
As you do.
As I do, and at one point gave her like a really awkward hug, and just basically ruined everything that could have ever happened. And then she hated me and never wanted to see me again because I was just so fucking awkward. And I'm not going to go into detail because it's starting to haunt me again and I'm having violent flashbacks. I'm actually in the fetal position right now.
Doesn't sound too bad.
Nah, I was so fucking awkward. Everyone was like, Matt, what's wrong with you? And I was like, I don't know how to talk to people.
I've never talked to a girl
I
before.
literally had never spoken
I've
to a
been
woman.
there. Most
in
parties
my
I've been
entire
to
life.
that like weren't at my place or a friend's place in college, I was just like, yo, how do we get out of here?
Yeah.
When can we leave?
Real?
Honestly,
Yeah.
that really just sounds like it was really that awkward, like in the moment, but it's.
Literally all of my friends were cringing because I was just so awkward. Everyone was like, Matt, what is wrong with you? Do you know how to talk to people?
I don't. Like,
I cried
I've had
that
many
night.
similar experiences.
I cried that night. I didn't actually cry that night. I actually was so awkward that I ruined Evan's chances of having sex with the girl that he was talking to. Because she was just like, Matt was so awkward, I have to go hang out with my friend now.
Well, if the person that you bombed with is listening, Matt's a lot less awkward now. Still a little bit awkward, but in a charming way.
Also, I'd probably still have sex with you, so just like, we'll keep that in mind.
Yeah, so, DM Matt.
I hate my
Slide into Matt's
life.
DMs. Matt is less awkward now.
There was this one time I saw this old ratty looking guy on the side of the road. He looked like he was really down on his luck. And so, I thought I did the right thing. I pulled over and I took $5 out of my wallet and I went over to the guy and I was like, hey man, why don't you here, just get something to eat or something. And then he looks at me with his sad old eyes and he says, oh, I'm not homeless.
And he says, I'm Bob Hope.
So that was really awesome. Oh, Tornado's on the ground. Tornado's on the ground too.
That happened to me in,
Is this happening tonight?
yeah. That happened to me when I was traveling out west. Is like a lot of people, like, we would just sit outside of like grocery stores sometimes, like, because we had like you couldn't really bring your packs inside and stuff, so like one of us would just kind of sit with the packs and stuff, and like people like just like offered us like food, like they like offered us rides and stuff, like, and we were like we're broke, so I mean, like, of course we're gonna take food or like, and we were hitchhiking, so rides. But like, yeah, it was like, damn.
I can't think of a single awkward story because most of my interactions and stories in life are just really awkward.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's too many to count.
So like, if I think of one, I'm just starting to think of my entire life flashing before my eyes.
Yeah, see, that was starting to happen to me. That's why I didn't
Yeah.
really go into detail in my story.
My old coworker, one time somebody came into the store with like an umbrella and was like, "Hey, can I leave it like here?" And he thought that he was speaking like Spanish or something, and he was like, "Oh, I don't speak Spanish." And the dude was like, "I'm not speaking Spanish. Can I leave my umbrella here?" I guess he just had a really thick accent, so he thought he was.
Oh my god.
And then it actually happened to him again, like pretty recently. But he was just like, "Oh, I don't speak Spanish." And I was like, "I'm not speaking Spanish. I'm speaking English." And he was like, "Oh, fuck."
Yeah.
Also, like, he is half black, half white, but he looks like super Puerto Rican.
Mm.
So like people talk to him in Spanish all the time, and he's just like, So I'm just gonna project his awkwardness onto the pod because I just have too many for me. Fuck.
I'm gonna lighten the mood actually and talk about an awkward story that was a net positive. So I was at a music festival, actually my first one ever this summer, and it was the last day, and me and my friend were looking to get just a little bit frisky before we left. So we knew that somewhere
Hey, little catnip.
near our tent there was someone with nitrous tanks.
Ooh.
So we kind of were like, let's let
You just fart.
Not me, sorry.
So we're like,
it
we're
was
just
a
gonna,
bad fart.
It's worse than that.
I know, right? We're gonna wander around a little bit, see if we can't find some nitrous. So we kind of wander off towards the edge of the campground because we know there's people with balloons in that direction. So we're like, yeah, there's probably someone over here.
Party balloons.
And we come up literally on the very like the last tent on the edge of the campground. Like behind these people is like an open field with like fucking like farmland behind them. It's like the end. It's like the simulation broke down in a video game. Like you just glitched out of reality and there's like this lone tent standing there.
If you
And
tried to
there's
walk
just-
any further, there'd be like an
Yeah,
invisible
it's
wall.
like an invisible wall
Yeah.
behind them. And just in the easy up is just this like old, like not old, but like I guess like middle-aged woman, just like holding two big balloons of nitrous, and a much younger guy, like probably like a little bit older than us, standing outside of the easy up, just like huffing down this balloon. And we like notice they have a couple balloons. So, like we're like maybe they're the ones with the tanks. So we're like, hey, like you guys selling those balloons? And the guy just kind of looks at us, and he's like, what, like just like puts his finger up as if to like like say like hang on a minute,
He's putting his finger up.
but doesn't actually say anything, and then just starts huffing the balloon as hard as possible. And the lady is just like, Daniel, are we gonna sell the boys the balloons, Daniel? And he's just like giggling and huffing the balloon, and me and my friend are just standing there just like, what the fuck did we do? Like, it was like just so awkward and uncomfortable. We had no idea what was going on. And this woman just keeps repeating his name. She's like, Daniel. And he's just like, and then at one point he just like puts the balloon down. He's like, $100. And then just continues huffing the balloon. And we're like, do we just leave now? Like, what the fuck? And then eventually he finishes the balloon. Guy's like definitely like fucking off his ass. And he's like, he looks at us, he's like, yeah, I bought these 3 for $20. So I'll give you 1 for two for $5. And we're like, yeah, yes, definitely.
Wow.
And he's like, yeah, cool. So we give him the $5. The lady just like hands us both the balloon. She's like, thank you, Daniel. Have a good day, boys. And we're just like, we need to get the fuck out of here. So like we ran back to our tent and just like, then we started huffing the balloons like maniacs as well. But it was just like the most confusing like simulation breakdown experience of my entire life.
That reminds me of like some awkward party experiences I've had. Like one time in college, me and my roommates and like everyone, like we had like a whole crew that was going to this party, supposed party, and like there had been plenty of parties at this house, so we knew it was the spot. And we go in, there's like no one there.
Nice.
Not even like the people that live there. We just kind of like just walk into this house and we're just like, where is everyone? And we just like walk around, just can't find anyone. And we're just like, well, we just have a big group in this empty house. We should probably go. It's kind of weird. So we left.
Yeah.
You ever just be in a house?
That's that's happened to me before. Where you just like get in
Yeah.
somewhere. Like,
And then there was like another time, like it's always the worst when you go to a party and there's just not that many people, especially if you're with a big group, because then like when you leave, everyone just sees you leave and they're just like, oh, they're leaving.
Yeah.
It's not just like you could sneak in, sneak out.
Yeah, no Irish exits.
Like
there.
we went to another party, supposed party, and it was like a show, but it was just like in the basement, not that many people. Everyone was sitting down, and like there were two dudes just like doing music, and they're like, oh yeah, we don't have any of our like electronic stuff, so we can't really like play. We're just gonna acoustic it up, and they're like really like awkwardly be like, yeah, and we like came all this way, so if you can give us money or whatever. Or like me and the group we were with, we were like down there for 5 minutes, and we were like, yeah, we gotta get out of here. I'm not giving these people money. They don't even have their shit.
I'm not giving them
I ain't giving them shit. This is real awkward. Then our one friend came down and like did like a fake like, oh, like we should go out and smoke, and we were all like, yeah, okay. And we all just
Thank
like
God
we,
we're all
we
smokers.
just all dipped.
Yeah.
And, had to get out of there. It was real weird.
That shit is awkward.
There are plenty of other like misinformed parties I've been to that have just been weird like that. There's the other time, I'm not gonna say the whole thing, but eventually, like, I got lost once, and ended up at this weird like art gallery in the middle of nowhere, and I went in, and there was art. It wasn't a gallery; it was like a house, but there was art in like the front room, and I could hear voices deeper in the house. And I was there like a good 5-10 minutes looking at all this shit, and I was like, "This is weird. No one's coming. I hear voices. I'm in the middle of nowhere. I gotta go." So I just left. Sometimes just get lost and find art galleries. That's New Paltz for you.
Yeah.
Sounds just like New Paltz.
That
Yeah.
sounds like a very New Paltz
Yeah.
unique, or not unique, but like definitely a very New Paltz experience.
Mm-hmm. I know I had more awkward stories, but I can't think of any specific ones that I want to say out loud.
Out loud.
Just my whole life is just so awkward.
If I remember any stories good enough for the pod, I will kill myself. So
Yeah.
That's a good plan.
My story sucked so much because I couldn't even just bring myself to say the words that needed to be said.
Words. All right, Matt, you're up.
But
Quit your job.
oh yeah! Oh my God! Everyone who's listening, I did the greatest thing today that I've ever done in my entire life when I quit my shitty fucking job. I'm so fucking happy.
Yay.
And like, good news, I got another job that's hopefully gonna be really awesome. But like, even less so, like that means fucking shit to me right now. I'm just like, I quit my fucking job. I'm so fucking happy. Fucking hate you, Home Depot. You're a hellhole. Worst place to ever work in my entire fucking life. I hope every Home Depot in the world burns to the ground. And I will not be depressed for like the next 3 days, which is like the longest I've not been depressed in a long time. So like, that's fucking awesome. And then it's gonna come back to haunt me, and then I'm gonna start my new job and go through the new job anxiety and hate myself for like a good couple months. But hey,
Yeah.
that's life.
Yeah.
It's gonna be alright.
It's not.
It's not. It's gonna be terrible, but I fucking quit my job. Quit your job. Pod listeners, your job probably fucking sucks unless you have a cool job and you like your job, and that's awesome and I support you. But if you
No
hate your
such
job,
thing.
just fucking quit your job, yo. Quit your fucking shitty, awful job. Life sucks. We're all gonna die in 30 years. Just quit your fucking job.
Yeah, do it.
All right. Yeah. So I mean, unless you guys have something you want to say about me quitting my job, I think that's really just wanted to get that out there.
I wish I could quit my job, but I need another job.
Yeah, no, you can, but just
Oh, I can.
you should find another job first.
But I also need
just
money.
have Brian do what Evan did for me and get you a job. And
We're
then-
not in this, nowhere near the similar field.
I have a degree in math. I shouldn't get any job.
People like numbers.
I'm good at numbers, yeah, that's really all I got.
Speaking of numbers, what do you think about the number 12?
Well, the number 12, which looks like you, just released a new single. And it's pretty fucking good, and they haven't released music in a pretty long time, so...
Number
this
12
is
looks like
exciting
you.
News.
Hasn't put out an album in 10 years.
10 fucking years.
Because they went on hiatus.
Was it really? Was it 2009?
Yeah, Worse Than Alone came out in 2009.
Oh, shit.
But they reunited a few years back.
Mhm.
I've seen them twice since.
Seen them once. It was an incredible time.
Fucking dope. They're good. New album's coming out this year. It's gonna be toy.
It is going to be toy. They're going to go on tour again, and that's also going to be toy.
Ordered that vinyl. Lightning Bolt's coming out with a new record. Ordered that vinyl. Still waiting on my other Lightning Bolt records because
Can't
they're
wait for that to
probably
come
on
in.
pre-order. Sweet Valley released SV on vinyl. Bought that shit. Fucking
Rudy, don't touch the condom.
I did, and it stayed up there.
Condom is still in the sky, everyone.
yeah.
Is it there because it's stuck there or because it's just floating?
It was floating pretty well while I was sitting it up and down.
Yeah.
So yeah, dude. Any other vinyls that you got? Or is that everything?
Ordered the new Portrayal of Guilt vinyl.
Hell yeah. Oh, speaking of Portrayal of Guilt, is that the band we were going to go see?
Yeah.
Is that, you still feeling that? Still
If
doing
I'm
that?
off.
Word.
I
Oh yeah,
didn't- I
you'll
didn't-
find out, right?
I
You'll
didn't-
find out soon.
Yeah, I didn't take off, but if I am off, I'm down.
Hell yeah.
If y'all listen to this, come to the show we might go to on a day that I can't remember.
I think like next Tuesday.
Something like
Or
that.
like the Tuesday after that.
It's like the 13th, 14th. I don't know. Portrayal of Guilt at the House of Independence, Asbury, New Jersey.
Hell
Come
yeah.
through.
Great place to be. I don't think I've been to that specific venue, but every venue I've been to in Asbury Park is really fucking
It's a cool venue.
awesome.
R.I.P.
It's actually the-
Asbury Lanes.
Really, what happened to Asbury Lanes?
Oh, they like closed down like a couple of years ago.
Oh, I literally haven't been to a show in Asbury in years, so I don't know.
It's cool.
Damn, that
Or
sucks.
it was cool.
Asbury
RIP.
Lanes was awesome. It was a bowling alley.
Bowling
and,
alley venue.
And also like a really like grungy punk bar. It's like I can't really imagine it operating as a normal bowling alley, but it's a great place to be.
That's what you think.
Yeah.
Nice.
So, simulcast. Simulcast.
I literally track the sun and the passage of time through the simulcast. So
I used to.
love you, simulcast.
I've had moments where I've been deep in the simulcast life. Moments where I'm not so deep. Fucking. Sometimes it's a hard life. Sometimes you try to watch like every single show that comes out, and most of them are bad, and then some of them are too core, and you have to stick with it even though it's bad.
Yeah.
But it's rough.
I drop shows because I don't care that much, but
Yeah.
some people don't.
Sometimes I can't. Sometimes I get like halfway through a show and I'm just like, well, I got this far. I might as well see it through.
That's true.
I have dropped some shows though.
Yeah.
Fucking. What was when I dropped? Dropped fucking Persona. Could not watch all of that shit.
Just play the game.
I'd rather just play the
Everybody
game.
just play the games.
If like
The good show, good soundtrack.
anime
good
video
fucking,
games based on animes, not good. Anime shows based on video games, not good.
Yeah, no, the Persona shows are good. They're just like you might as well just play the game.
Yeah.
They're not anything special.
Yeah. Like,
Games are way more fun.
the anime comes out first, only watch anime. The video comes out first, only play the video game. But lately, simulcast's been pretty good.
I mean, most of the shows are trash, but
well,
there
yeah.
have been,
If
like,
you look
really
at
good...
a simulcast in its entirety, it's awful.
Yeah, it's terrible.
But like, if there are at least 4 or 5 good shows, it's a good simulcast.
But right now, we got second core of Demon Slayer.
Demon Slayer,
Kimetsu
so good.
no Yaiba, fucking so good.
So good.
We got the second season of Danmachi as it run to try and pick up chicks in a dungeon, which is also really fucking good
Haven't
so
seen
far.
it yet, but
I just
eventually.
binge watched the first season and caught up to the 4th episode of the second season. Fucking fire.
Fi Yum Sticks.
Also coming out is second core of Fruits Basket. Haven't watched it since like
Haven't
episode
watched
7.
it yet, but
Also mad
good.
good.
Gonna.
There is also Dr. Stone, which
Dr.
is probably the
Stone.
most anticipated show
Haven't
of this
started it
simulcast.
yet.
Really fucking good so far. Very interesting concept. Also,
Firefighters.
from the creator of Soul Eater comes his second show to be adapted, Fire Force.
Firefighters.
It's about
magic firefighters
It's about
fighting
magic
demon
firefighters
boys,
fighting
making fire.
magic fire beasts with fire. It's fucking awesome.
Fi Yum Sticks.
Watch that shit. These are the best shows of the simulcast.
Yo.
There's also Vinland Saga, but I haven't watched
Haven't
that
watched
yet.
it yet, but it's made
apparently
by
really
Wit
good.
Studio.
Sorry, I'm showing them a tweet.
Yeah.
Just so you know, in Japan, Jersey Shore is known as Macaroni Rascals.
That's
Like it.
apparently a thing.
It's
Yeah.
fucking
I like it.
awesome. Like that tweet. Go
I don't
find
even
that
care
tweet.
if that's not true. That's a
All right.
It's a
good
great
shit.
tweet.
Last simulcast. First core Demon Slayer. Demon Slayer, so good.
Mad Piffy.
So good. Watch it. If you love shonen, watch it.
Watch that
If
shit.
you like art, watch it.
Yeah,
you
very-
like anime.
Very beautifully animated
it's
show.
so good.
One of the few shows, not few, but one of the shows that actually does that. There's a little bit of 3D CGI animation, but it's actually blended very well and handled
It's
with
good.
extreme skill
It's
and
good.
grace.
There's one anime I can recommend right now. It's that one.
Yeah,
So
that's
do it.
that is the one to watch.
Uh,
So One Punch Man S2
One
came out.
Punch Man season
Not
2.
as good as S1, but still
a
good.
show. Still
Definitely
better than
watch
most animes.
Yeah.
Second core of Attack season 3.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah, very
tasty.
Literally, Attack on Titan may be one of the greatest shows of all time now.
Well written as fuck.
There were times where I felt it might have been slacking. There were times where I think that it might have been overhyped. But honestly, the wait has been worth it. 59 episodes in, people, and it has truly just it is a masterpiece.
Hit.
Incredible writing, incredible animation, just a beautiful story. There's fucking just so much. Just
Nut
watch that
City.
shit. It's fucking Nut City.
Bungo Stray Dog season 3.
Incredible show.
So good.
If you like cute anime boys, watch that shit. They're all just so fucking hot.
I think I still
Just
might like season
hot.
2 better.
Season 2,
But 3 was
definitely
still
the best. The first 4 episodes of Season 2, which is like an arc in and of itself, is probably some of the best anime that I've ever watched ever. And also, again, just they're all so hot. Just hot anime boys. Watch that
Good
shit.
show. Just a great show.
Was there anything else?
Last simulcast? I don't know. Next simulcast.
Oh! Woo!
We got My Hero season 4. We got fucking
Second half of Alicization, which is
Oh,
the
yeah.
new season of Sword Art.
it's gonna be
I personally am a Sword
Second
Art
half,
hater, and it is one
Alicization
of
Core
the
3
best.
and 4.
it is like one of the best Sword Art arcs ever, and this
It's
is coming from someone that
good.
does not like Sword Art that much. So that just goes to show that it is actually really fucking
We
good.
got Food Wars season 4.
Oh,
Fucking so good.
It's
You've never
literally-
seen food animated this well.
you literally are gonna fucking come from this food, and also because the show's
You've
a little
never
bit kinky,
seen people getting animated about coming, eating food, making noises,
We
going.
are
"Oh,
hot.
yeah.
We are hot off the tracks.
That
from train
tempura
season.
ramen looks pit.
It makes me hungry watching that show. It's so fucking good.
Put some ranch on those
So
fries. So good and tasty. We got.
There's more, but I can't remember now.
Did we say that was 3? What's the 4th one? There's like 5 good ones.
I'm just gonna pause for a moment. I'm
Don't-
gonna look it up.
Don't actually pause the pod.
Yeah, don't. I'm
we're
telling you
pausing.
that we're pausing.
We are pausing.
Pause it with your butt.
Yeah, 2019.
I mean,
simulcast.
just look at my tweet. I took a screen cap of the goodies.
It's too late.
I'm gonna get there first, man. I'm gonna get there first.
I mean, I meant fall, not spring. See, I'm already. I'm a fucking id.
Psychopath season 3.
Also, incredible. If you have not watched Psychopaths yet, you need to watch that.
It's been a minute
shit.
since I watched it, so I'm gonna rewatch it before. And what's that show called? 7 Deadly Sins season 3.
Oh yeah, Nanatsu no Taizai, 7 Deadly Sins. Really, just aggressively over the top, like big titty shonen, but honestly,
It's a good
show. I enjoy it.
It's a good shonen.
It is a good shonen.
Solid.
Quick, just like doubling back for a second. Last simulcast, Kakeguri. I don't know the English name. Doesn't matter. The English name for that one is dumb. Season 2 came out.
Kakeguri.
If you haven't watched Kakeguri, it is about I think it's like gambling high school maybe. The first season is absolutely fucking incredible, and if you have not watched it, watch it. I haven't watched the second season yet. Apparently, it wasn't as good as the first season. However, still well worth the watch. The first season is just like it's the creme de la creme of anime. So watch that shit.
De la cum.
Yes.
Yeah. I think we got these simulcasts.
We got the simulcast down.
Fucking great. I drew a house. I've just been watching so much House.
Same. My dad's been just watching it, just on the TV and
Yeah.
watching it on Netflix.
Me and Ernie should just get together and watch House.
It's a great show. I think that is like.
I think I relate to House too much because he's just such an antisocial,
drug addict,
crazy, weird drug addict man, and I'm just like, damn. He talks about not wanting to talk to people, and I don't want to talk to people. Am I a doctor? Could be.
Would you guys be upset if I just cut some shit out of my stomach with these scissors?
Please do it.
Let us know, Pod. Would you be upset if Matt just...
Don't use that. Use the razor blade. Here.
Matt, can you cut them out with Shane's new skateboard?
Can we grind on them?
I think they're big enough.
Is that a goal in Tony Hawk's Underground?
Could be. Ooh.
Oops, it wasn't recording.
Oh god.
Here you
I would
go.
literally kill myself.
Matt.
Oh shit! I'm not actually gonna cut it out of me. Don't. Why would you throw a fucking razor at me?
Because you have a shitty body.
Yo, do you guys like so? Wait, okay, I shouldn't say that. I'm just gonna go down a bad road.
Anything else you guys want to talk about? Getting close to the end here. I think we did a good job.
Yeah. Hey, good job to us.
Shout out,
Shout out to us.
shout out to Salami.
Shout out to Salami. I truly do hope that you guys enjoy hearing us ramble endlessly about just random bullshit.
Yeah.
Slowly
Also,
get more drunker.
Rudy tried to play Guitar Hero at the arcade and lost on expert after 13%.
Yeah, I got. I don't even want to talk about it.
It's okay. We're all rusty. It was expert.
And you
weren't playing as
didn't get-
Midori, so
Yeah, that was the thing. And then I thought Matt was gonna be able to hop on, but he wasn't able to. Matt's
Yeah,
not
we were-
taking
we were
risks.
trying to play two players.
So
and
we were
it
trying to play
worked out.
2-player, but we fucked up because you
Take this
literally
away.
you swipe the card to play, and then it's like you have 10 seconds to figure out if you want to play
Yeah.
2-player. And Rudy and I had never done this before, so we were very confused and trying to figure it out. And the 10 seconds was up, and then I swiped it again and took my credits, and didn't let me play with my best friend Rudy. So I'm
And then
fucking
Matt,
upset about it.
and then Matt made me pick The Metal by Tenacious D, and
I didn't actually make Rudy do anything. I was just screaming words in their ear until they picked a song.
And I'm pretty impressionable, so if you scream at me,
Yeah, don't scream
it'll
at Rudy.
probably make me do something,
Yeah.
and maybe it will be the desired result. Maybe I will freak out and run away.
It's one or the other.
I beat No More Sorrow by Linkin Park on hard. I wish I picked expert though. I feel like I could have done it. I was lowballing myself.
I almost beat Reptile. I was doing pretty okay.
My record for Guitar Hero is 3 stars on easy. That's the truth.
Mm-hmm.
We decided to play Guitar Hero because we were watching this shitty fucking kid just play slow ride terribly on easy over and over
2
again.
or 3 times.
Yeah, and he was just he was rocking out, good for him. I wanted him to be happy, but I wanted to fucking punch that kid in the face.
You should
Yeah,
have.
change the song. Change the song.
Change the fucking song. Also,
Right.
you're on easy, you little shithead. Get yourself together.
Yeah.
Fucking, if that was my
fight a
kid, if Layla ever pulled that shit, I would. I mean,
Put her back in the machine.
I would be very nice to her about it. I don't want to be a dickhead, and I want to be a good dad. However, I'll be like, yo, switch the fucking song, or else we're leaving. And
We started on expert, young fool.
Yeah, no, she's literally gonna have to learn to play on experts though.
Mm-hmm.
She's gonna be a gamer, but not a gamer girl, because that's gross.
Gamer. Alright, I think we covered everything. All the descriptions are in the link below, because I'm not going to say them out loud. If you got any topics or stories, hit us up. If you want to give me money, hit me up.
Yeah.
I got like art and stickers and stuff I can send your way. You just got to give me money.
If you give me money, I will either continue or stop doing activism. Probably continue doing it. But I need money. Just give me money, please.
Yeah, I am broke. I have a kid. I live with my parents, and I just left my dead-end job for possibly another dead-end job that pays me more. So if you want nothing in exchange but the potential for me to maybe feel a little bit okay about myself, you can give me money.
I have high cholesterol.
I have good cholesterol.
According to the doctors, I have good cholesterol, which is highly frightening. Yeah.
What's your cholesterol like, Rudy?
I think it's okay. I don't remember it being a problem.
Shout out to cholesterol.
Cholesterol, woo!
My cholesterol is actually normal. I just wanted to say something.
Shane's cholesterol is normal. Don't worry, pod.
Bye.
Fuck.